Welcome to Main Street, and for all of you new to Remax, welcome to Remax. This is the first step in your process of setting up your Main Street, Lead Street, and Design Center accounts. Your first step is to click on the activation link in your Activate Your Remax membership. Now you'll receive this email from eCare, Remax LLC's tech support. Without this email, you will not be able to set up a login. So once you receive that email, make sure that you hang on to it until your setup is complete. Once you've clicked on the activation URL, you'll then be asked to select an email address. And once you select that email address, after you'll have 4 options to choose from, you will then create a password and security questions. Now the password is not case sensitive, so it can be whatever you want it to be, but you will have to answer 3 specific security questions. Now there is a long list of different choices for each one of these questions. Make sure the answers that you type in, you can either remember easily or maybe have them written down and put away in a safe location, because if you ever lose your password or if you need to change your password, you will have to answer these security questions. The answers must be the same as entered when you first set up your profile. Now, the forwarding email address. This is an email address that you use for your business or maybe even personal. But your Remax.net email address will actually forward all emails to this forwarding address. Now, it can be your Gmail, your Yahoo, Hotmail, it can be a work email, whatever you want it to be. Any email sent to you through Main Street will be sent directly to this email address instantaneously. And once you have all of your answers answered as you see fit, click on Update, and these changes will be saved. After setting up your account in Main Street, eCare will then send you another email letting you know that the username and password has been accepted by Main Street. After selecting an email address, your username is automatically the first portion of your Remax.net email address. So make sure you always know what your Remax.net email address is. And remember, your password should be something that you can easily remember, but something that might be difficult for anyone else to know. And once you have this information, you can now go to Remax.net and make your initial login to Main Street. Now that we have our username and password, we can go to Remax.net and log in to our Main Street account. So for the username, it's going to be the first portion of your Remax.net email address, not the entire Remax email address. So when you're entering that information, just make sure you're only putting in that first portion. Now, putting in this information, if you happen to forget, you can always go to Forgot Login. That way you'll be able to put in your username and you'll be able to answer your security questions, and then you'll be able to retrieve your password or actually reset your password. You can also enter the same password if you want to keep it the same, but if you've forgotten that password, it's probably irrelevant at that point. So what we want to do at this point is click on Login, and this is going to take us to the home page of our Main Street account. Now, Main Street is different than our Remax Estate Properties intranet, as this is actually LLC's intranet system. So the first thing that we want to do after we log in is go to Your Account. This is where we can make any necessary changes regarding phone number, email address. We can even bring in a new photo if the photo that we have isn't desirable. So under Profile, this is where we're going to be able to make these changes. And it's very easy to do. So as you can see, we have a photo, we have our name, our gender, date of birth, all that information, even the office that we work out of. If you have any additional phone numbers that you want to use, you can add in all this information. You're given 6 different options to add more information. Now you can also add in your personal website, listing website, or even additional website. I know a lot of agents have multiple websites, so they're giving you a lot of freedom to add as much information as possible. Also, you can add your social media information if you want people to connect with you through Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. Now, when it comes to your office, it's going to show a series of cities that specific office caters to in terms of a market area. Now, you can also add in 5 different or additional market areas inside this area that says additional service areas. So if you're all of Los Angeles, you can add all those additional areas in which you serve. Or if you're specific to a market area, you don't have to add additional offices. Don't feel you have to add information if you don't want. Now, specialties, I imagine the majority of those are going to be in residential, but many agents also work in luxury homes, rentals, short sales, vacation homes. So if you are part of any of these additional subspecialties, feel free to check as many that apply. And of course, if you want to change this to commercial, residential with commercial, or ResCom, or commercial with residential, ComRes. You are able to make these distinctions here in this specialty area. Professional accomplishments. So if you want to put in the year that you're licensed, actually I believe that is required. Okay, type of license, country and state, along with your license number. Designations. If you have any sort of designations whatsoever, make sure you add this information in here. The reason that it's important to add this information in your profile is because the information that you put here in Main Street pushes to Remax.com, the RemaxCollection.com, and also global.remax.com. So that information is sent out in many different places, and that's why it's important to make sure that the profile in Main Street is set up correctly as you want it to be. So personal highlights, you can also put in a personal summary. Now something that's important to understand is when it comes to the photo. This information is very important. The photo cannot exceed 1 megabyte, but must be larger than 50 kilobytes. Strongly suggest that you are in a professional capacity when uploading this picture, because this information does have to be filtered and reviewed before it can be posted to any of our national and international sites. In saying that, right here it says text and photo updates. All text and photo updates will usually appear online within 2 to 3 business days. So it does go through an inspection and an approval process before it can actually be published to any of the 3 sites that I mentioned earlier. But when you are ready to submit all these changes, I strongly suggest that you add all changes, whether it's photo, any of the designations, adding websites or social media, whatever changes you're going to make sure you do them all at once, because there can be that lag time of 2 to 3 business days. And it may even take longer in some cases. It just depends on how backed up the company is that reviews this information. And once that information is reviewed, it will publish immediately to all of those sites. So you will not have to do anything additional to make sure that information is published. And once you're ready to go, click on I accept the terms of service and click submit. And that's when we'll notice that it will tell us that this information right here will be available in this time frame. Now, going back to the home page, there's a lot of information from here for us to review. Now, in the quick links section, you have My RU, which is Remax University, My Referrals, which allows you to create referrals, My Leads, this is your gateway into Lead Street, your lead generation and CRM platform. Very important. We're going to be making a series of videos about Lead Street, and you'll come to know Lead Street very well. My Designs. My Designs is the portal into Design Center, your marketing and advertising platform. It's a very important feature that allows you to build as many marketing projects as you possibly could think of in ways that you can distribute that information as well. The other navigation buttons, Connect. This allows you to connect with other agents, other offices. My Lead Street, this is also another way that you can get into Lead Street. My Referrals, again, that allows another way that you can get into creating a referral. My Region, this shows all information pertaining to the California-Hawaii region. Your Account, again, that goes directly into your platform, your portal, and Commercial Real Estate for all of you agents that are commercial agents. Now, Remax University, this can be very helpful if you're new to Remax or new to the Remax tools. Either way, you have a lot of information. Remax University, My RU, watch a video, continuing education. These are all additional e-learning tools. Okay, it shows you how you can get designations and certifications, broker owner training, training calendar. Training calendar is very important because Remax LLC, corporate, international, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same out of Denver. They put together a monthly list of webinars that can be very helpful in understanding Remax tools. They're about 45 minutes to an hour long. They are free to attend. You can sign up at any time and view that information. They also create recordings. So if you happen to miss one of those webinars, you are able to retrieve that information by going to eCare. You can email them at ecare@remax.net or call them at 888-398-7171. They'll be more than happy to get that information to you as soon as possible. About you, Remax University, That just explains a little bit more about that program at Denver that helps agents become educated on everything RE/MAX, and especially the RE/MAX tools, distressed property programs, short sale initiatives, and lead street training. Now, I know that we're watching a video right now that's lead street training, but there is additional modules within Main Street that can help you understand lead street that much better. Marketing. We want to make sure that everybody has as many marketing tools as possible. Now, again, at RE/MAX Estate Properties, we do have plenty of information on our Wolf Connect or our intranet system. But if you're looking for something very general in terms of RE/MAX only, public relations, luxury homes, design center, logos, ad campaigns, our YouTube channel, all this information is here for you to utilize. That's the great thing about RE/MAX. If you're new to RE/MAX and you've never seen all these tools before, it's because we offer a wide array of different tools and different options for you to choose from in terms of your marketing. We want to make sure that you're branding yourself, but also making sure you have the ability to brand RE/MAX along with your business to make it that much more powerful. Events. If you don't know, every year we have a big blowout in Vegas called R4. That is when everybody comes in from all over the world affiliated with RE/MAX. And it's a 4-day event full of different workshops, concerts, events, everything that you could possibly want in a RE/MAX performance. They bring in all of those elements. Of course, we have other events going on throughout the year, and you can look at our events calendar to let you know when and where those events are going to be held. News. Basically anything RE/MAX and almost anything real estate related will be found in your news tab with different topics going on in case you have any questions or if you want to start your own message board. Products and services. We have a series of different affiliates where you can get additional discounts on certain products and services. If you're interested in that, you can go into RE/MAX Affiliates Insurance Center. And of course, you can go into Shop. That allows you to buy any products branded to RE/MAX, shirts, fleeces, blankets, what have you, and additional information that's going to help you purchase anything that you need regarding RE/MAX affiliated products. Now, if you have any additional questions, you can reach out to us directly. If there's something that you can't find in here, you can come up to the search engine right here, and it allows you to choose from all these different areas. So if you're looking throughout the entire Main Street for, let's say, housing reports, you can type in housing report right here, and it'll pull up all the relevant information regarding housing reports that are living inside of this intranet system. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us directly or feel free to reach out to eCare.